If you've looked at the news recently, there's a good chance you've seen this terrifying creature. This person who people have been calling Momo has been circulating the internet for longer than you may expect. That is, of course, if you've only heard about it in recent events when it's made its way to the headlights of main media. In this video, I'm going to be going over the origins of the actual picture itself. But before all that, I want to go over what's been happening over the past few days. I first heard about the most recent event through my photography teacher. She decided to bring it up in class because she's read about it somewhere. She mentioned that this creature called Momo had been terrifying kids, and initially I thought it was just a cruel, harmless prank. She went on to say that it had been hacking into Fortnite videos and Peppa Pig videos and playing a video of it singing and telling kids to text a number using WhatsApp. Any of you who knew about Momo when it first happened will be familiar with the whole WhatsApp thing. But my teacher went on to say that if you text it, Momo will give you dangerous challenges that eventually result in you killing yourself. Immediately I was skeptical of this because hacking videos, specifically Fortnite and Peppa Pig, will be extremely difficult and probably not worth anyone's time.
And Weight Watchers, haha, you're still a big fat bitch, mum.
So I came up with the idea in my head that there'd be no hacking involved. Instead, people have been uploading videos of Momo by themselves, but involving the thumbnail and title of Peppa Pig or Fortnite. I still stick with this theory because it seems to be the one that makes the most sense. There was also a rumor going around my school that they'd actually hacked into TV channels. YouTube has even said themselves that there's been no evidence of hacking any videos, and I feel like if there was, they'd be quick to remove it and notice it because it would destroy their reputation of being family friendly. So I'm pretty sure there's no hacking involved because of just how much the word hacking is thrown around without acknowledging what it actually means. Another claim that's being made is that Momo is causing children to harm themselves. A British minister has come out and said that there's been no evidence of children actually being harmed by Momo. They also claim that they don't think Momo is any threat to anyone. I agree with this because I think if a kid saw this face on their screen, they would be very quick to just look away and turn off whatever device they're using. This image is genuinely terrifying. I just know that when I'm editing this later, I'm gonna have to put Momo's face in and I'm gonna terrify myself because I'm probably gonna be doing it late at night. I was on Discord with a couple of my friends the other day and we started talking about Momo. One of them had their little sister in the room. As soon as she heard us mention Momo, she just started screaming. Because of the way that she reacted, I knew that if she ever saw Momo, she would probably just turn off her screen or whatever. So I found this video on Sky News, but I can't seem to find it anymore, so I assume they deleted it. But it was basically a video of like a 7 or so year old telling her sister or her mum about what's been happening with Momo. But the description she gave was slightly out of place. She said that the video she saw was somebody else calling the WhatsApp number that is supposedly belonging to Momo, and she said that their lights started flickering. A simple guess from me would be that this isn't actually anything to do with the WhatsApp number, but she was actually watching a calling Momo at 3 AM video. Which if you search on YouTube, you'll find there's no shortage of these whatsoever. If you've been on the internet long enough, you might be familiar with the whole 3 AM video thing and how hilariously fake they are. They're clearly made to just scare children. They're like below the age of 9. If you're above that, they're just so obviously fake. I reckon if I tried to find the exact video that she watched, it would take maybe a day because of the large quantity that there are of them. If I'm right in saying this, then this means that she clicked on the video expecting to see Momo. She wasn't looking for Peppa Pig, she wasn't looking for Fortnite. She clicked on a video titled Momo, probably had Momo in the thumbnail. She wasn't forced into clicking into it, there was no hacking involved. She just chose to watch it. Now let's get down to the true history of Momo. The photograph of Momo sparked about a year ago, but to most of us it meant nothing more than shock value. But if you lived in a Spanish-speaking country, it meant a lot more. It all started when a number from a Spanish-speaking country was posted on Facebook. It's unknown what the original number was because there's so many fake accounts made since then, but the number would take you to a WhatsApp profile which was Momo's. And if you messaged this, you might get a response from Momo. The few who apparently managed to get a response were greeted with just insults, graphic photos, and implications that Momo knows their address. Emphasis on the word implications. This also ties in with what my photography teacher said, because she said that Momo would be getting their addresses in the more recent events, but they were probably just implications. Finding real interactions with Momo is pretty much impossible because most of them are probably faked and staged. Now for the part that I feel like I probably shouldn't have to say, but I'm going to say anyway, is that no, the picture isn't real. Well, it's not a real living thing, nor is it Photoshop though. It's actually a statue by a Japanese studio called Link Factory, who actually have absolutely nothing to do with any of the situations that have happened recently or in the past. So in conclusion, the whole thing is a hoax. Momo isn't real, no children be hurt or will be hurt. there probably isn't a real Momo number, and it's safe to say that everyone's overreacting. It's also safe to say that I do actually know who Momo is. It's obviously just Obunga's girlfriend. So thanks for watching. All my sources will be linked down below. Bye. I also got this really cool mic so you can hear me better.